Alright, Army, let's see if you guys have some valid reason why you guys wouldn't like K-pop. This video is gonna be 15-minute long, so we're gonna see if you guys have some valid reason. I guess I'm gonna join you guys soon. So without more further ado, let's get into it. This is why most armies don't like K-pop. Okay, let's see why you guys don't like it. Okay.
In 2017, BTS started being invited to major American award shows. They were getting nominations for the first time.
First K-pop group to be up for a BBMA nomination.
They were winning every nomination they received.
Still cannot believe that we're standing here on this stage at the Billboard Music Awards.
And even their American TV debut was on a major American award show.
Making their US TV debut, make some noise for BTS!
This came as a surprise to the K-pop music industry and K-pop fans, since things like this haven't really happened since the global success of Gangnam Style in 2012. So you would assume that the K-pop industry and K-pop fans were happy to see a K-pop act getting some recognition once again. But what actually happened was the complete opposite. While Psy had immense popularity in the West in 2012, his musical career was not really seeing much growth in the Western music industry. In America, Gangnam Style was what many call a one-hit wonder.
This is also what I talk about, and they compare him to BTS on how he paved the way, and I did say, like, you know, he didn't really impact that well on paving the way, you know, to K-pop music being known globally, because honestly, like I told you guys, I heard the song, it was really popular, but I didn't really know who sang it, who was it, you know, what genre was it. All I just did was just vibe to the song, so that wasn't really impactful, or like, you know, didn't really help in a way to pave the way for, like, you know, K-pop artists and other people to make it globally, or like, you know, in that Western part. So yeah, I didn't think he probably brought a recognition to, you know, his own music or his own career, but he didn't really he didn't really help, you know, pave the way for K-pop to make it into, you know, American or like Billboard and all that stuff, you know, like he yeah, he didn't really help pave the way. And you know, let's see what they gotta say more about him
This
here.
was not the case with BTS. They were actually getting bigger and bigger with every release. This is why it's really hard to find BTS's Gangnam Style. They don't really have one song that put them on the map, because with every new release, they were getting bigger and bigger. But for many K-pop fans, that was exactly the problem. BTS were becoming mainstream. K-pop wasn't. So the BTS army started being mainly composed of general public and non-K-pop fans. And a year later, in 2018, K-pop fans were done with this. The Korea Herald reported, some K-pop listeners and fans expressed discomfort for the fast-growing BTS fan community. They have claimed that some of the band's army only listen to BTS and show little interest for K-pop in general, leading to a flurry of posts with hashtag ARMYS ruin K-pop party. Among many tweets that expressed discomfort for BTS's growing fandom, this one became very popular. It said, the Organization of the United K-Popers declares the army expelled as of today. Thanks to ARMY for understanding the situation and accepting its level degradation in a good way. Even though they are now at a lower level, the K-pop community wishes them luck, and hopefully they will regain their humility and conscience. So after being expelled...
What's going on here, man? What? What is this? Expelled? Why? Is it, like, is it illegal now to appreciate an artist that are, you know, making music that are really, like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. They're literally just appreciating the good music that this, you know, K-pop group is doing. And like, they're just having such an impact that, you know, everybody's like following them. So I don't understand why people will disagree, or like they're ruining K-pop. Like, how they're ruining K-pop by supporting a certain group, you know? And I don't think this is where people are having such a hard time, you know, accepting. There's no such thing as, there's no such thing as, oh, just because you support BTS, you cannot support any other, you know, K-pop group. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. like so far I've watched all these videos about BTS and everything. It's like everybody's divided into like, oh, this is the K-pop group that we rock with. Oh, if we rock with this group, we're not gonna support BTS. Or if we support BTS, we're not gonna. I don't think the army do that, but like at least that's the kind of thing that I'm getting. Like if we support BTS, that's the only thing we're gonna support. If we support this other group, that's the only group we're gonna support. And then when it comes to BTS, oh, they're not in K-pop. You know, army is their thing, so they're forever like banned. Like that's how it sounds like. Oh, you cannot support a certain. Like it sounds so dumb right now. At least that's what I'm getting from it.
ARMYS started celebrating the Army Independence Day as a funny way to respond to all the jealousy from K-pop fans and their attempt to stop BTS from becoming mainstream in the West. Now, many K-pop fans are trying to backtrack and say that this was a random account and not a real organization, and that whether we like it or not, ARMYs are also K-pop fans, since BTS is a K-pop group. And first of all, of course this is not a real organization. It's Twitter. Nothing is real, especially when it comes to K-pop stans. But these and many other tweets show K-pop fans' goal to exclude BTS. The expulsion.
You know what this gives me is like pretty much like, so let's say for example those artists who aren't mainstream, basically like declaring that those mainstream artist fans aren't real, and like they're not real music fans, like they should be banned and everything. Like just because I like a mainstream artist doesn't mean somebody who hasn't made it mainstream yet can't get my support. No, it shouldn't work like that. I can be a fan of like different artists as long as they do a great music and like they bring out the best creativity in their songs. I'll support them. But just being, oh, I'm only supporting this group that is against BTS. Oh, army supporting BTS, they're bad, they're not good fans. Like they're not real. Like, no, is this sounding so childish right now? When it start to compete between groups and dividing fans in a way. At least that's how it sounds like.
May not be real, but the attempt of humiliation and exclusion was. The problem that many K-pop fans didn't realize was that BTS can perfectly sustain itself as a musical act in the music industry, and this is something that only they can do. I can't think of any other K-pop act that can sustain itself as a group without the power of the K-pop industry. This makes much more sense knowing that BTS grew without the help of the K-pop industry. They grew bigger and bigger by experimenting with their own promotion methods, despite the K-pop industry's efforts to cut them from broadcasts, fabricating controversies, sabotaging every award they won, and downplaying their achievements, even until this day.
I say this every time, and I'm gonna keep saying it however long I need to. BTS just took untradition way of doing music or marketing their music, whatever, in a way that they're doing their own music. Like they took untradition way, like the tradition way. Oh, like you have to put play your music through radio to get radio play, and like you get put on the billboard, all that shit. Like, no, I don't know what they do, but like it's not tradition. And that's what people hate. Like they came in with a plan, and that's what they're sticking to. Like they're not changing it. Oh, we got to go through this person to be able to. No, they're not doing that. They're not pleasing anybody. They're just doing their thing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and they keep moving on. And that's what people hate. Like the fact that they're succeeding without having to depend on the actual industry and mainstream stuff. Like there's some awards that like treat them so shitty and everything, and like they didn't even go there to receive the awards. They just they just received the awards online. I've seen that video, and like that's how they're moving. Like if you don't respect them, they're gonna go their own way. Like they don't depend on anybody at all, which is amazing. Like not a lot of artists do that. It's like the other artists just have they just have a gun on their head, when it comes to the industry. Like they have to follow it the tradition way. But BTS just, I don't know how they came in. They just came in differently. They just decided their own way of doing music, and like how to move around the music industry, and like they're succeeding with it, and like that's what people don't want to appreciate and accept. Oh shit, they have their own plan, let them do it. No, nobody's doing that. Like nobody wants to appreciate that. It's
우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지.
장라도 그래미 후보에 올랐다고 하지.
And it's true that K-pop as a whole has grown a lot since 2017, but that was the consequence of BTS's popularity. The K-pop wave doesn't really exist. Just look at any articles that explain the global phenomenon that is K-pop and laugh a little. They usually show achievements like this. This one shows the Korean acts to earn at least 2 billion streams in Spotify. And the way it's put makes you believe that
You know, this also has nothing to do with K-pop, but it's just gonna show you the growth of it. You know, like once people start seeing success in it, and like, you know, like there's something to be found out of that. Like, for example, the drill thing, like it probably started a while ago, but like, you know, it started getting more attention recently, like during Pop Smoke. You know, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. But like when Pop Smoke started doing his song went viral. You know, I forgot what is it called. I forgot, but like the first song that he dropped went viral, and like since then, like a lot of people have been doing drill. You know, I mean, he kind of paved in a way, you know, when it comes to the drill song, but like, you know, somebody else did a little work for him, you know, to discover drill. I don't know. That's just the whole thing. But my point is, you know, something grows, and you know, just because an artist does it to, you know, a point where it's known all over the world, doesn't mean, you know, like, oh, they're not the true artists, you know, like the work that they do isn't real, you know, like they shouldn't be streamed because, you know, certain people support them, or, you know, like are a fan of theirs. Like it doesn't make sense at all, you know, which is what they're doing to BTS. Just because, you know, ARMY support their music and like listen to their music, now they're not, you know, I don't know, the K-pop culture isn't, you know, appreciating that because, you know, they're being supported as artists. Like, it doesn't make sense at all, you know? Like, if they have supporters, good. Let them being supported, you know? Like, that's just how it works. If they drop good work, I'm gonna support it.
these are the biggest acts in K-pop, when in reality, when you combine the 4 biggest acts, it's still not enough to surpass BTS. But what if you combine the 8 biggest acts? It's still not enough to surpass BTS. But what if you combine the 10 biggest acts? Then BTS increases even more because their solo careers are also bigger than K-pop. Actually, in general terms, if you combine the whole K-pop industry's achievements, BTS is still bigger. They are still bigger when it comes to streams, sales, charts, and tours. Another thing that the media says a lot is that yes, BTS is the biggest act, but this other group is number 2 and they are also doing pretty well. But in reality, they are extremely far from number 1. K-pop success in the West is not K-pop success, it's BTS's success. It's like this meme that says Kobe Bryant and Kwame Brown combined for 63 points. Kobe scored 62, Kwame scored 1. And I think this makes things clearer. This player...
Bro, that's such a waste to compare. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one way to put it, I guess. That's one way to put it. But then, you guys also gotta understand, like, Kobe didn't pass the ball that much, okay? Kobe did not pass the ball to any other teammate. So, that the guy that got 1 point probably didn't get the ball. And he probably got fouled and missed a free throw and made the other one. So that's how he got that 1 point. But you guys gotta understand, Kobe didn't pass the ball. So rest in peace to him though, but that's one way to compare.
started scoring so many points that fans of the team got annoyed and jealous that everyone was paying attention to the player and not to the team. So they kicked the player out of the team without realizing that that affects the team more than it affects the player. This is why they backtracked and started promoting the player's achievements as the team's achievements, when the other player's contributions are almost non-existent. Now, the main question is why? Why is the Western general public paying attention to only BTS and not K-pop as a whole? This K-pop journalist has the same question as to why no one pays attention to her K-pop articles. She tweeted, "My issue with K-pop today is that less and less people care about it as a whole, and instead only care about 1 or 2 groups, which makes writing about the industry increasingly difficult. Everyone lives in their own bubble and doesn't even want to know more. There seems to be a huge misunderstanding too. So many people think that being a fan means you need to consume all the content and know all the members' biography and have every single album, when you don't. You can just listen to a song and enjoy it. You don't even need to call yourself a fan, but just trying to listen to new stuff sometimes.
That's literally what I'm saying. Like, there's no point of like, oh, you know, this artist is being supported. Oh my God, that shouldn't happen. Like, no, that isn't how it is. You know, it's just they just release a new album. It's making noise. You go listen to it. It's actually decent stuff. I'm gonna listen to it. You know, and then you add to the hype. You know, like actually you appreciate it, so you wanna appreciate the work, and you social media. Oh, this album was so amazing. Oh my God, you know, that's just you appreciating the work. But you know, me being on the other end, I'm like, oh my God, that isn't even, you know, isn't, wow, you guys should be banned. Why you guys only supporting BTS? Like, what? No. Like,
Curiosity about it is cool. It's refreshing. You might find your new favorite band. Who knows? And I think most people will totally agree with this, except that K-pop doesn't really work like that, because K-pop is not a genre, it's an industry. And it's an industry that has so many common factors that attract many people that will eventually become K-pop fans. But none of these factors include music. When a hip-hop journalist, for example, writes about hip-hop artists, the articles are usually targeted at hip-hop fans. And these hip-hop fans care about hip-hop as a whole, because it's one particular genre they enjoy. They may also have their own favorite K-pop artists, but since they like the genre, they also listen to other artists that have a similar sound. And this can happen with other genres of music as well. But K-pop fails to transform the general public into K-pop fans because K-pop's priority is not music. In K-pop, singers, rappers, or performers are not called artists or recording artists. They are called idols, and they were literally seen as that. Before BTS, writing and producing your own songs was not a thing in K-pop. It was all about visuals, how the idol looks, how the music video looks.
honestly, I every time you guys keep talking about, you know, K-pop, I just keep getting confused, you know, with everything. Like, it's not like, you know, they just said it's not a genre, it's just an industry, you know. It doesn't make sense at all, you know, the way everything is operated. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the way BTS, you know, came into it is just totally different from the tradition way that, you know, everybody's used to it being done, you know. The way, like she's about to say, like they produce their own stuff, write their own stuff, you know, direct their own, I don't know, maybe direct their own stuff, you know. Like, artists don't have that much freedom, you know. I guess in the K-pop, but like, you know, somewhere in the Western, you know, country, artists just kind of have that independent artists, you know, or like even people with label, they kind of do. But you know, it's weird, and I would like to learn about it, you know, about K-pop just in general. So if you guys have a video that, you know, help with that, let me know. Leave it in the comment, you know, leave a link in the comment. I'll check it out.
What kind of reputation the idol has, the further from a regular person with regular lives who actually put on hours of work on their music, the better. This is why K-pop acts are not known for having a musical personality. They are either stuck at one song or jumping from one concept to another, with no real message in any of their eras. Musical and artistic growth are very hard to find in K-pop. And this is not about being a versatile artist or not. There are artists who release many genres of music, BTS being the most popular example these days. But to successfully show this versatility, the artist still needs some factors that make them them. And this can be as simple as the artist's musical taste. However, that's another thing they lack, because their songs are not only written and produced by other people, but also they don't even choose the songs that will be part of their discography. The labels are the ones who give the performers an artistic identity.
Yeah, that's weird, you know. That's weird. If even actors, they kind of train or like, you know, write something that they can relate to, you know, in the script, so you know when they act it out it's something natural to them. Or you know, if they have to do, you know, a scene, they use something that, you know, that they already have. I don't know, man, this is, it's just sounding weird that, you know, the label write everything, like, you know, artists just, oh, you do this. Like, it's just a weird concept, you know. Like, I don't get it why they'll do that, you know. That's just like a weird genre, you know. But I don't know if they have valid reason, but you know, it just sounds like, you know, they're holding back the artist from actual potential, you know. Like, it's just like, here's a pen, here's a book, wild out, you know, like do whatever you want and then see what comes out of the artist, you know. If that's what they want to do, then good. Which was what they did with BTS. Like, you know, I was wondering, like, you know, what you know forced them to like pick this individuals, you know, to be like a group. Like they saw something, you know, like, hey, this guy's gonna bring this into the table, this guy is, you know, like everybody had like that quality in them, you know, which they wanted to display even more, you know, like help them display it, you know, all over the global. And they succeeded with that because they give them the freedom to, you know, express themselves. But like, you know, this genre just sounds so restricting, you know, and that's the tradition way that BTS didn't take.
That they have to adapt to. If I show you the most popular K-pop songs from this year or from any other year, you wouldn't really be able to tell which group they are from because K-pop groups don't really have any artistic identity. On the other hand, BTS's label told them, you find your own identity. This is why BTS's discography always reflected their lives and their thoughts. And even when the BTS members don't write or produce a song, they are the ones deciding what they like and what fits them, not the other way around.
What if you could do SEO smarter and
What
faster?
could I do?
With Wix, you can edit your meta tags
Man,
page by
get out of
page.
I think one reason as to why BTS attracts the general public while K-pop doesn't is the fact that to become a BTS fan, you only need to listen to the music. Other factors like performance, visuals, and message only solidifies BTS's artistry. But still, if one day BTS suddenly becomes ugly or decides to not dance anymore, their music is still strong enough to be
That's what I'm
performed
saying.
and listened to for many years to come. So to be a BTS fan, you just need to like the music. But to be a K-pop fan, you need to be a fan of an industry. And what does this industry include? It includes pretty people, a choreographed dance, a concept that they will throw away after a month or two, 3 mini albums a year, flashy music videos, and trendy outfits. And all of these things are really cool things to pay attention to. I love paying attention to
I guess what they're trying to say is like in the K-pop, or at least the message I'm getting is that in K-pop industry, artists aren't doing stuff to stick to people. They're just doing it, you know, for views and I guess sell stuff, you know, to make money, essentially. Because that's like the labels aren't giving the artists even the title of being artists. You know, they're making them workers. Like, hey, this is what you're gonna do. This is your job today. You know, like do this. Like that's literally what you do when you have a job. You know, like you're being told what to do. You know, you don't do what you want because some people already own it. They just want to make money off it. That's just a job. You know. But to BTS is a job, but you know they're doing it out willingly. Like this is what I want to do. I'm gonna put my all into it because this is what I like, and I'm actually gonna put relatable stuff that are people are gonna put on repeat 24/7. You know, if they need to, you know, because they relate to it. They can like feel connected to it. You know, that's what BTS does. But like K-pop genre just sounds, you know, by what I've heard so far in this video is that, you know, they're just out there, you know, to just drop videos that are cool, like they say, you know, popular, I guess, set trend, or you know, follow trend, you know, that everybody else is doing, and you know, it just dies over eventually, you know, over the years. This is like some trends that have happened in TikTok, and like, you know, eventually it just wind down, you know, and that's it. But you know, yeah, I don't know, man.
visuals and outfits. But if I don't like the music, watching their performance once is all I'm going to do. And actually, I would say K-pop fans agree with me because K-pop music videos and live performances with pre-recorded vocals can end up having millions and billions of views. But once you focus on the music, not even K-pop fans want to listen to it. This doesn't happen with BTS. If they have a billion views in a music video, the number of streams of this same song matches the number of music video views. People don't only want to see them dance or perform. They actually want to listen to their music. This same K-pop journalist said, I feel like the concept of enjoying music for the music is getting lost. And now people either are huge fans of one thing or they don't care at all. They won't even bother to try listening. So how can we write if people
Isn't
aren't
that what I
open
just
to read
said?
about things?
That's literally what I just said. Like, people seems like they're just competing. Like, it's either they support one thing and, like, you know, when the other thing is being supported, they feel like it shouldn't be. You know? Like, if somebody supporting, BTS, they they get shitted at, like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You're not supporting a real thing. You should be expelled. Like, that's just so stupid. And now I can understand why the armies don't like K-pop. Honestly, like, it's just so mentally draining. You know, it's already like mentally draining because the way it's just like childish, man. Honestly.
Things they don't know. About this, two things come to mind. First, let's say that this person is right and certain fandoms like ARMY are huge fans of one thing, in this case BTS, and we don't really care at all about anyone else. If this was the case, then what is really the problem with that? And why are K-pop journalists complaining about this? Why do music journalists don't care when this happens in other genres? I don't know how I came up with this, but do you remember when Justin Bieber became popular and everyone was asking his fans to please check out every other Canadian pop artist? Well, of course you don't remember because it didn't happen. Justin Bieber's success was Justin Bieber's success, and no one expects Justin Bieber fans to also be interested in Drake or The Weeknd because they have nothing in common, except from their nationality. So what about artists who do release similar music? Still, you will never see a journalist that covers American pop asking Ariana Grande fans why they only pay attention to Ariana and not other pop singers. Being a fan of an artist is not a group project. Just because I like one artist doesn't mean that I have to like other artists that are associated with.
Exactly. It's just being open-minded and respect other people's interest. Just because I like one artist doesn't mean I'm not gonna be open to give another artist a try. And if I don't want to listen to other artists, maybe I have my own reason. Maybe I just don't like the stuff that they drop. Because I feel, I don't know, a certain way about it. Just because I like stuff J. Cole's drop, as a rapper, doesn't mean, oh, I shouldn't listen to Drake or Kendrick. No, I'll still listen to them when they drop this stuff, just to see where where's the creativity? Like, is this so different? Like, do they actually put in work? Do they want you to like receive a certain message, or do they just want to, do music? Like, there's people out there who wants to do those kind of stuff, but for people to be like, oh, you only listen to one person, boo, that's a bad thing. Like, that's just so ignorant of you, not respecting me as a person who have different interests and can make my own choices. Like,
That's that, I like that, baby, that's that, I like that.
that's a good view. Gotta get out of here.
The second thing I wanted to say about this is that it's not even true. This is only a what if scenario, because most ARMYs were previously fans of other genres of music, or music in general. Like I said, ARMYs are mainly composed of the general public, and as BTS grew,
Fuck is Megan Stallion doing with them? Is that Megan Stallion with BTS, or am I just tripping? Yeah, I don't know, man, but
K-pop grew too. This is because the assumption is that if BTS is part of this particular industry and they are amazing, then the whole industry, or at least many other acts from this industry, are as amazing, right? This is the moment when most ARMYs start realizing that BTS is an anomaly in K-pop. ARMYs do give other groups a chance, but if they don't like the music, then there really isn't a reason to become a fan. It's more common for ARMYs to like individual K-pop songs without becoming a fan of the group, because like I said, K-pop usually goes through eras and concepts instead of growing as artists and solidifying a musical identity. This ARMY responded to the K-pop journalist. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Doja Cat. Found this really good band called Bad Omens. Fuji Cass's viral song is also really good. New Jeans, The Weeknd, yet you're going to complain people don't care about music because you're not getting clicks on your K-pop articles. ARMYs tend to be music fans, and they are going to support what they like. And that
also you also gotta understand, like, if an artist doesn't drop something that is worth listening, nobody's gonna listen to. You know, it's just like, this is not drawing. I mean, this is not talking shit about his artist as an artist, or his work. It's just like Lil Pump, for example. Like, nobody's gonna listen to him. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna listen to his work. So It's just like that, you know. Like if an artist just drops something that you know, oh, you know, that's goofy. I'm not gonna listen to it. You know, it's just that simple. If he drops something worth listening, I'll go check it out. If it's not, then I'm not gonna waste my time. I rather, you know, give my time to somebody who I know. Okay, you know, I've already listened to this song, but like it's worth listening. Like it has some valuable stuff that you know they're saying in it, rather than go spend it on you know somebody who hasn't really give you a reason to listen to them, because you know the stuff that they have dropped so far hasn't been any meaningful at all. You know what I mean. So also it also depends on the artist. You know, if artist does something that need to be appreciated and you know actually being acknowledged that it was something good, we will acknowledge it. And that's it. That's all we gotta do. You know, but if it's not, then too bad.
Includes acts from any genre of their preference, Western acts, K-pop acts, and also other Korean non-K-pop acts like BTS. Another thing I've seen a lot is K-pop fans accusing ARMYS of hating Koreans because we are trying to exclude BTS from their Korean roots and identity. And that is an insane take because K-pop is not a culture. It's an industry that doesn't really represent Korean values or culture. This is why Korean citizens separate K-pop, or what they call idol music, with Korean music. They even separate Korean pop with K-pop. So while K-pop fans may group artists like BTS, IU, Lee Young-woon, Yuna, and Haze under the K-pop label simply because they are Korean, ARMYs and other music fans who understand the difference don't really consider BTS as K-pop because they don't really follow many of the K-pop rules or fit into the K-pop structure. Some of these artists, like BTS, may participate in some K-pop shows, but they are way too involved in their music composition and have way too many artistic liberties to be considered part of K-pop. BTS's actual competition in South Korea are other Korean non-K-pop acts who are usually called digital monsters. So no, saying BTS is not K-pop is not being anti-Korean.
Honestly, there's just a lot going on in that industry. You know, that music industry is just confusing. Like there's just a lot of stuff, you know. But if you guys could provide me a video that you know explain everything and you know is friendly to a beginner to that kind of genre or industry, that would be nice. I'll really appreciate it so I can understand all this beef that's going on or comparison, you know. But let's finish it. Let's hear the conclusion.
I think this response to the K-pop journalist summarizes it perfectly. My issue with K-pop fans are how they treat music fandom as a group project and fetishize Koreans instead of treating them as individual artists. K-pop has very little in common musically between groups. There's no reason there should be fan crossover. What does K-pop actually sound like that you're a fan of all the artists? And why aren't you exploring non-Korean artists that do or invent those genres if it's not about them being Korean and it's about the music? The reason things are different from what you, K-pop fans, remember is that BTS are mainstream, so they have music fans and not niche fans. And music fans don't treat music artists like group projects because they are fans of individual music. In conclusion, if you like music, listen to BTS. Chances are you're going to love them. And I think I repeat this in all of my videos, but don't assume. Don't assume BTS is just K-pop. Don't assume their biggest and only talent is dancing. And don't assume they only release meaningless pop music. BTS's fandom is composed of listeners of different genres of music because they release different genres of music. There's BTS music for everyone. You just need to be a little open-minded and explore the world of BTS's discography and artistry.
Alright, that's it. Why most armies don't like K-pop. Okay, this is my conclusion on this video. Okay, so first one, this is the first take. Okay, why I think this is happening, and you know both sides aren't working together. Alright, BTS has made it mainstream. You know, they're not like anymore, you know, in that K-pop category where you know you have to still work, you know, like blah blah whatever the normal K-pop artists still do. No, they're like mainstream, you know. So let's think about it this way, okay? There's two siblings, okay? One has grown, one is older and the other one is younger, right? Which one usually get the main attention? Actually, which one usually get the main attention? The younger one, right? Well, don't worry about the age right now. Just worry about the who get the attention. Right now, in this scenario, let's say, for example, BTS is the younger one. and the older one is K-pop. Okay, the younger one is BTS. They're getting all the attention that they want because they have made it mainstream. So they're constantly getting fans out of K-pop, you know, genre. Like they're just getting audience somewhere else, you know. And then the older one is the K-pop artists or genre, you know, those fans who sees, you know, this BTS is just getting attention nonstop, you know, because their work is actually global, you know, and they don't appreciate that, you know. That's what I'm getting from this, you know. And BTS is a global name now, you know, people know it, and they're trying to, you know, I don't know what's the word. They're trying to meet everybody. I wouldn't say expectation, but you know, meet everybody like, you know, about what they like. Cause me as a I'm from Canada, so I probably wouldn't understand what they say in Korean, so they're probably gonna do something in English, right? So they're trying to, like, you know, give every fan, you know, something that, you know, they can listen to. That's why they usually have music in English version and then some in Korean, and like they're pretty much, you know, delivering everywhere they need to because they have fan base there. You know, that's what they're doing, and like, you know, that's just being appreciated more because, you know, the songs are actually genuine, has some meaning in it, you know. So those are like something that I'm getting out of this, you know. It's like one of them is jealous of, you know, the other person being mainstreamly supported, you know, and like they're actually genuinely doing something better, and you know, people are acknowledging it, you know. And the other one, you know, it's like they feel like, you know, they're in the shadow of, you know, BTS, and like, you know, just because BTS is getting attention, they're not getting attention as well. So they're like, okay, you know, fuck you, you know. Is just like, you know, older brother getting mad at a younger sibling, and you know, saying like, oh, I'm not gonna hang out with you because mom and dad likes you a lot, or you know, that's what it's giving me. So I understand why, you know, the armies don't like K-pop. Okay, there you go. You guys can pull the trigger or whatever you guys want to do, but you know, at least that's what I got from it. And you know, damn, yeah, that is really confusing to me. You know, the whole K-pop industry or genre. But I hope you guys do provide some little, you know, helping information on that, and you know, a video to help me with the K-pop industry so I can understand it. But yeah, you know, that's my thought on that video. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you guys did, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and you know, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this stuff. You know, I want to hear you guys' thought. Was I right on some of the stuff that I said? You know, if I was off topic, also let me know. That'll be a great feedback. But you know, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.